Every so often there's a show that comes out that I mean to do a video about, but then like other stuff gets in the way and I kind of forget about it. And by the time I think to actually make a video, it's like kind of too late. That's kind of what happened with Never Have I Ever. Like season 1 came out during a rather tumultuous time in my life, and I was planning on doing a video about it, but then life happened, and before I knew it, season 2 was out, and then I blinked a couple times, and now there's 4 seasons and the show's over, so missed the bus 4 times in a row on that one. But I wasn't about to let that happen again, okay? And what do you know, The Summer I Turned Pretty season 2 comes out in just a few days. Now, I've had season 1 on the back burner for like over a year now, and this is literally my last chance to make a video on this show before it gets canceled and completely removed from all streaming services, because that's just what happens now, I guess. You know, like, we're never gonna have like delayed sort of cult classics anymore, right? Because like every show or movie that's not a smash hit just gets obliterated from existence. So basically what I'm saying here is, with season 2 coming out so soon, I finally checked out The Summer I Turned Pretty. And what do you know? I have some thoughts about it. Plot twist of the century, I tell you what. So let's take a walk and talk about The Summer I Turned Pretty. As I'm sure you all know, we have our main character, Belly. Now, Belly is short for Isabella and not
belong to the undying shadow,
like I had assumed. And as with every show or movie like this, we get a little opening backstory montage. But before that, really quick, this video is brought to you by Skillshare. Somehow, we're already a third of the way through 2023. What? And maybe you still haven't gotten around to doing your New Year's resolution of learning a new skill this year. Cause like, how do you even start? What do? You wanna learn like literally any music instrument? Self-improvement techniques like journaling or how to get over a creative slump? You wanna learn how to make cool stuff for weddings that your friends are definitely gonna be jealous of? Well, wouldn't you know, you could learn almost anything on Skillshare. Now, some of you may know, I used to make a lot of video essays on this channel before I started this animation stuff. And I'll tell you right now, true story, I first learned how to do motion graphics and how to use Adobe After Effects from Skillshare. And then I took what I learned from that and applied it to animation, and now here we all are. So, thanks, Skillshare. Right now, Skillshare has a special offer for all of you, okay? The first 1,000 people who join Skillshare using my link, you get 1 month of Skillshare for free. Okay, so let's say you do Skillshare for like an hour a day. That's 30 hours of classes you could get for free. So if this interests you, I highly recommend you click my link down below, sign up to Skillshare, and start learning something new today. Okay, back to the show.
The summer house is made up of lots of things. The beach, the swimming pool late at night, movie nights with the moms,
and the harvested souls of the unclean. Yeah, so basically Belly has been coming to this summer house with her mom and her brother every summer to hang out with her mom's friend and her sons, who are kind of more or less like Belly's extended family of wackadoo brothers or something like that.
It's the same every summer. I've always loved that about it. For me, everything good, everything magical happens between the months of June and August.
Yeah, I can already tell I'm not going to be able to relate to anything in the show. I mean, Belly's like, the summer I turned 16, I got kind of hot and everything changed. But for me, it was more like the summer I played Kingdom Hearts and also discovered what Rule 34 means. So in all these flashbacks, we see Belly hanging out, just being one of the guys, you know. But the most important thing you have to notice here is that she's wearing glasses. Because when we skip to the current day and she doesn't have glasses anymore, that's how you know she got hot. The summer I got contacts. Which, you know, I've always thought this trope was so hilarious just because, like, my whole life, I've always thought that girls in glasses is like, But anyway, Belly starts to realize that something must be different about her this summer because of what happens when they stop at the gas station on the way to the summer home, for example.
Hey.
Hey. Okay, dude.
Boys at school never look at me. Taylor's the one they look at. I guess you could say I'm just kind of there.
Uh-oh, he's doing the hot guy squint. Run for your life, Belly. It's an ambush.
Hey, you're kind of cute. You want to watch me do a backflip?
Are you new this summer?
Me? No.
Really? Thought I knew every pretty girl and cousins. Coming to the bonfire tonight. First of the season.
Well, I don't know. Is the rest of your hairline gonna be there? Yeah, so already she's getting hit on and asked out by random dudes, which has never happened before, apparently. So yeah, strap yourselves in for a very quirky, relatable summer. Anyway, they finally arrive at the summer home and we get to see the grown-up versions of the other two guys, Jeremiah and Conrad.
What's up?
Seriously. I know. Oh my God. When did this
I liked you better with glasses.
What? Yeah, she probably liked you better too without those dumb bangs, you weirdo. Now here's the thing, okay, Belly has always kind of had crushes on both Jeremiah and Conrad all throughout her life, but for whatever reason, she's always had just the biggest, big old frumpy dumpy girl crush on Conrad, aka
the chin.
But of course, you know, she's just some totally normal, average, relatable girl, so these guys would never really notice her, right? Right, guys? So she heads up to her room to unpack for the summer.
a Junior Mint.
I can't believe you still have that bear.
I can't believe you still have that voice, dude.
But like, jokes aside, every dude in this show has the most absurdly bass-boosted voice you've ever heard.
I can't believe you still have that bear.
Thought I knew every pretty girl in Cousins. Coming to the bonfire tonight?
No, actually, it's all about the lean look now. Otherwise, you can't wear tailored suits. I'm not going to change my mind. I was just going to sit on the bench all season anyways.
Seriously, every single guy. Like, did they all hit puberty when they were like 7? Like, what's going on in this town? But anyway, so Jeremiah is the local party guy, always laughing, always down to clown, you know how it is. And this is contrasted against his brother Conrad, who has always been more of a sensitive guy. But for whatever reason, he's just like really laying it on thick this year with the whole Edward Cullen brooding fish lips routine. Like when their mom invites Belly to be a debutante over the summer and do all the Bridgerton debutante kind of stuff they do, you know, whatever that is.
I wrangled Belly an invitation to be a debutante. I know it sounds silly, but I swear it's fun. Girls come from all over New England to Cousins just to be a part of it. You'll make so many new friends.
The whole Deb scene is bullshit. It's for sheep.
Yeah, okay, Conrad. I too have listened to System of a Down before, okay? You're not special. And then he just goes like full sad anime boy where he's sitting at the pool by himself thinking about his feelings, man.
Why are you acting so different?
I'm not.
I mean, something's going on. Just tell me.
Well, like, my new hot guy bangs don't cover my eyes yet, and my dad's making me pilot a giant robot to fight aliens. This summer's gonna suck. Now, we do actually come to find out why he's being all like this. You see, about halfway through the season, they just kind of drop this thing in our laps.
I was doing some research last night.
For your next book?
I was looking into alternative therapies. Apparently a lot has changed in the last 3 years. I know you said you didn't want to do chemo, but
I'm not putting myself through treatment again. I know how much time I have left.
And like, I'm not saying this is a bad plot device or whatever, okay? But like, it's a little funny how the show's like, oh goodness, what is Belly gonna do? Is she gonna break down Conrad's walls or is she gonna start smooching Jeremiah?
Their mother is dying from cancer. Hope is weakness. Existence is pain.
But all the same. So remember back when the gas station guy invited Belly to go to the bonfire party? So she wants to go, but she's supposed to stay at home and watch movies with the moms. But the guys are going, and she's 16 now and finally ready to be disappointed by boys for years to come.
Like I care about a beach bonfire. It's not like they invited me either, so. Well, I did talk to this one guy who asked me to come. I don't like that guy.
But that's not the point. Conrad will be there. Go to the bonfire, get in his eye line, let him see you all dressed up. Look in your duffel bag. I've gifted you my secret weapon.
Oh, that was from you? I was wondering how that got in there. No, actually, it's just some like really small, like thin dress, and Belly has to wear a thong with it. Oh, parents, keep your sons locked up. Belly's on the hunt tonight. So she sneaks out and goes to the bonfire party. But of course, because she's so relatable, she trips and falls in the sand in front of everybody.
Jesus Christ, Kelly,
What are you doing?
No, you are embarrassing me. You're embarrassing. Quit embarrassing yourself. Are you kidding me? Are you okay?
Belly?
And Jeremiah and Conrad are there hooking up with people, and Belly being there kind of like makes things weird. And long story short, Conrad has a few too many, and things get kind of out of hand. The cops show up, and of course, Belly's just kind of stuck in the middle of everything, as usual.
Your hair's like a little kid's, the way it's always so messy.
What? Who says that? My dude, not even your hot guy pass can excuse whatever nonsense just came out of your mouth. But like, real talk though, throughout the show, Conrad just has like the dumbest one-liner comebacks you've ever heard in your life.
You spent your Saturday night crashing my first date for fun. Why don't you go smoke some more pot?
Why don't you go look in the mirror some more?
But anyway, so the show goes on like this with Belly dating this guy Cam for a while, but she just doesn't feel the sparks, man. And doesn't know if she even like actually likes him. She still has feelings for Conrad, but he's being all Conrad about everything. And Jeremiah's dropping hints here and there. And oh, what's a girl to do?
I don't know if I feel fireworks with Cam. Have you ever felt fireworks for anybody?
once, but it was never going to work out.
It didn't work out with Dad either, so how do you know when it's the right person?
You'll know when you want to be with that person no matter what.
Yeah, also, you're like 16, and why are you even worried about this? Like, it didn't happen for me until I was 32, okay? So trust me, Belly, you got years of disappointment ahead of you. But in watching this first season, like, it really struck me just how hilariously boring these two guys are. Like, Jeremiah is a fun person to be around, and he's not shy about his feelings or whatever, but like, as people, we never really get to know anything meaningful about who these guys are. Like, we know that Jeremiah likes to have an insane jawline, and Conrad kind of knows how to dance.
Copy me.
One, two, three, rock, step.
How'd you learn to shag?
My mom.
What? But like, we learn a ton about Belly, her mom, the boy's mom, and like what they think and why and what their hopes and dreams are, their insecurities. Like, we know a lot about these characters. And then we're supposed to be like on the edge of our seat wondering which guy Belly's gonna choose as she bounces back and forth between them. But like, I don't know, at least Cam had like personality, you know? Like, he's just he's a kind of nerdy, fairly good looking dude who doesn't drink and wants to study the ocean.
Why marine biology?
There's a jellyfish with Benjamin Button's disease. Scientists think it's immortal. Nobody knows why, though. Eels? Nobody knows how eels reproduce. The fact that eels exist is just like a complete anomaly. So many inexplicable things about the ocean. I want to be able to explain them.
And like, just from this scene, this dude has way more interesting of a character than both of these guys combined. Hey, Belly, the ocean's full of mysteries, and I want to travel the world and study it with you. That's nice.
Oh yeah, well sometimes the wind blows my hair in my face and makes me squint a lot.
Well, shoot, sign me up. But like I said, Belly breaks up with Cam and spends more time with Conrad and Jeremiah and just can't figure out who to pick.
Oh my God, Taylor.
Oh my God.
I know.
I mean, how am I supposed to fully jump into something with Jeremiah if a piece of my heart still beats for his brother? Jeremiah, what are you? Wait, Conrad, what are you?
It's okay. It's always been us. How can you not see?
Yeah, okay, I'm calling shenanigans here. Like, I've had several girls over the years tell me about dreams they've had. And I'll tell you right now, no girl has dreams this benign, okay? Like, every girl's dreams are about them, like, being chased or kidnapped by, like, their old gym teacher. But, like, he didn't look like my gym teacher, but, like, he totally was, though. I know for sure. And, like, you were there, I think, but you were kind of like a dog or something. Now, ultimately, the culmination of all of this is the debutante ball in the final episode. It seems like Belly wants to be with Jeremiah, and she's kind of shunning Conrad because there's, like, a whole bunch of stuff that happens between Belly, Conrad, and Conrad's, like, kind of, sort of girlfriend he's had over the summer. So Jeremiah is supposed to do this dance waltz thing with Belly, but suddenly he's nowhere to be found. And so with no other choice, Conrad steps in to save her from being embarrassed, which is always somehow the climax of every single romance, rom-com, anything.
Thank you.
I think I messed up some of those steps.
You were great.
Glad that it was me.
Yeah, you know, in recent years, I've seen a lot of discourse about pick-me girls and like that kind of thing, you know? It's like, ugh, I hate seeing all these pick-me's in movies and stuff. It's so cringy and unrealistic. Who likes this crap? No sensible girl would ever act like this.
Well, have I got something for you? What if we had pick-me boys instead?
I demand at least 3 seasons of this show right now, or I swear to God. But anyway, so normally this would be like a romantic thing, right? You know, like Jeremiah let her down, but Conrad was there for her the whole time, that kind of thing, right? But like the reason Jeremiah wasn't there for Belly is because he finds out that his mom has cancer. So like he's over here questioning his entire future, and then Belly's like, oh yeah, well, sure, you were there for me the entire season, but Conrad was nice to me for like 3 minutes, so suck it up, Jeremiah. And so in the very, very end, she finally decides to pick Conrad, who she's had a huge crush on since she was 10, as the show reminds us over and over again.
What is that?
Infinity. Do you know what that means? It's really cool. I learned it in math class.
Okay, so first of all, why was Conrad's voice deeper when he was like 11 than it is now? What is up with these kids? Was everyone just born in Chernobyl? Also, like, you know, the show's about the summer I finally turned pretty, but like, I mean, your parents never gave you half a chance with those Harry Potter glasses. Come on, Mom and Dad, whose idea was this?
So you know how numbers keep getting bigger and bigger? To get to the biggest number in the world, you'd have to keep counting.
I don't get it.
Imagine it's a racetrack.
Yeah, that's kind of cool and everything, Conrad, but like, you think you could put a little more syrup on there? The heck am I supposed to do with this? But yeah, so that's pretty much where season 1 comes to an end. Belly ends up with Conrad. For now, Conrad's mom decides to give treatment one more try, and Belly's mom is kind of dating this author guy she met over the summer. Like, it's a whole thing. So having watched Exo Kitty and now this one, both being created by the same person, I think I maybe enjoyed Exo Kitty a little more. I mean, it's infinitely more silly than Summer I Turned Pretty, but like that silliness kind of brings with it a lot more personality, I think. Kitty herself is a very over-the-top over-the-top character, but her drive is very clear in that she wants to get her grades up, she wants to find out the cool mystery about her mom, she wants to explore her new bi-pan-ness. Like, she has a lot of reasons for doing what she does. But The Summer I Turned Pretty is just like the message of the show is, hey, you ever tried having rich, hot friends? Well, actually, the message that pretty much every teen rom-com romance thing tells us is that you should absolutely be terrified of a girl's guy friends, okay? Because they will swoop in the second they get a chance. I mean, I liked it just fine. Like, it's not horrible or anything. I guess I personally found most of the characters to be rather boring. Like, Belly herself doesn't have much of a personality, and her whole thing is just, you know, pining after Captain Adam's apple and the Crimson Chin. But I mean, obviously I'm gonna watch season 2. I mean, come on, what else do I got going on? Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please watch another one, because that's how the algorithm works. So click on this one that's being recommended to you right now, right here on the screen. It actually helps a lot if you do that, because like that's how YouTube knows that my videos are worth caring about. Also, if you have any movies or TV shows you'd like to recommend, send me an email at alexmeyerscontact@gmail.com, and I'll put them on my absurdly long list of movies that I need to get to at some point. Anyway, hope I made your day a little bit better, and I'll see you all next time.